didn't know whether it was soiree or I didn't know if it was pronounced soar. And I said, well, you know what, Lord, we're going to do a little bit of all of it. We're going to soar. We're going to tell you how you can strategize yourself and shift your thinking so that you can soar into 2020. Okay? And so my title tonight is going to be Step as well, like Johnny has said. And I'm telling you right now, I'm just so grateful, first of all, to be here in the ATL with East Point. My first time up in this area from Virginia. So I'm so excited to meet you all out here tonight, make some connections, network. I'm just so excited. Okay, but I'm going to be talking about STEP tonight. And like Johnny said, it's going to be a little bit different, you know, from what she talked about, but it's really all the same. Everything that everybody has said so far has been exactly, I mean, I can just go back and say that anyway, you know, because everybody already said everything. But the first thing and step that we're going to talk about is going to be speaking. Okay, what are you saying out of your mouth about your own business? Good. Okay, what are you saying about your own business? Because if you don't believe in yourself, how am I going to believe in you? You know, because you have to have faith in what you're doing. Even in those times that things are not going so well, you have to be just as persistent in those challenging times as you are when things are going good. Okay, so be careful. And not just that, who are you telling about your business? Be careful with that. Because everybody that seems like they're for you, guess what? They taking your ideas and they're going on and they're executing your plan because you told it out of season. You know, so let's work our plans first before we go out here telling other people about it. That's good. Okay? Got to open a little book up here now. Okay, so sometimes things, like I said, won't go as planned, but you know, you still have to work your plan and you have to be confident in yourself while you're doing it. Okay, so the second thing that we're going to talk about is thinking or rethinking. You know, maybe you need to go back and look at some things that you've already written down, you know, some goals that you've already had and work those things. What is it that you're saying out of your mouth? Or what do you, don't say what you think, but think about what you're going to say that's going to impact your next move. Somebody just missed that. Let me say it again. Don't say what you think, but think about what you're going to say that's going to have an impact on your next move. You know why I said that? Because words have power. Okay? Out of the same mouth flows blessings and what? Curses. You can build yourself up in 1 minute and then turn yourself down in the next minute. Okay, so we got to be careful what we saying out of our mouth. So think about what you're going to say before you say it. Because sometimes when you say things, then you take the step to do that thing and it may not even work. Okay? Okay, so the next step we're going to talk about is executing your plan. Now, we done already talked about it. We done wrote it down. We done wrote books about it. I mean, we done did all that stuff. We told other people about it. But why haven't we started to execute it yet? What are we waiting for? Okay, when I didn't decide to become an author, I really didn't know what was going on during that time. I was working at a correctional facility. I'm back working there now. But at this particular time, I felt like the Lord was telling me to leave. And, you know, I said, man, I know ain't nobody back here in this room but me, you know. And so I stepped out of the room and went and looked. I said, man, I know I heard somebody, you know, talking to me. So I went back and I sit back at my desk. Guess what happened? I heard the voice again. I told you to leave. And I said, what? You know, now I knew that was the Lord. It was no doubt in my mind that was like God speaking to me. So guess what I did? I went to the Human Resource Department and I put my 2-weeks notice in. And everybody was wondering what I was doing, you know, and everything. But I didn't tell anybody, you know, a lot about, because people don't, you know, you tell somebody the Lord told you, they looking at you like you crazy. What the Lord tells you, you know, are you serious right now? You know, the Lord told you to leave. You know, so I was real quiet about it, even though I didn't understand it. So anyway, I left my job, and I went home, and let me tell you, I paced the floor. I was crying. Y'all should have seen me. I was a mess. I was pacing the floor, I was crying, I was like, Lord, what is going on? I didn't understand the process. See, he was making me. He was doing something in me that I didn't even understand what was going on myself. You know, so I was crying and I said, Lord, you know, what am I doing? I got this. Let me tell you, the bills didn't stop coming. You know, so we talking about what? What, Stevie? Faith. You know, working your faith. Because I stepped out on nothing. I didn't know what I was going to do. You know, so I was laying on my bed one day and I heard the Spirit say, a faith that works. And I said, a faith that works. You know, now it took some faith to leave that job and no bills still coming in. And I said, a faith that works. But let me tell you, when the Lord birthed it in me and when I started to speak it out of my mouth, then guess what? I started taking the steps that was necessary to bring that thing into manifestation. Yeah. I didn't know that it was going to result in a book, but look at God. Yeah. Look at God. I'm working on my 4th title. And guess what the name of it is? Bam! Yeah. It is step. It is step, and it is powerful. It's telling you how to execute all these plans that everybody's been talking about to get you to that next level. Okay? So in executing